Articulating HR analytical data means getting the insights from HR analytics across to the right people in the organization in a way that is clear, concise, and actionable. The process is very important to make sure that the people who make decisions understand what the data means and can use the insights it gives them to make smart choices. Let's discuss how this process works. Understanding the audience. To properly present HR analytical data, the first thing that needs to be done is to figure out who the data is for. Senior executives, department heads, HR professionals, and frontline managers are all examples of stakeholders. It is important to make sure that the communication style, level of detail, and format of the data presentation are all fit the needs and tastes of the audience. Clarity and simplicity. It's important to talk about complicated information in a clear and simple way when talking about HR analytical data. Don't use jargon or technical terms that people who are not HR professionals might not understand. Make sure that stakeholders can easily understand the data's insights and implications by using simple language and clear explanations. Contextualizing the data. Giving stakeholders background information is important for helping them understand how important the HR analytical data is. This means giving information about the background, methods, and assumptions that were used in the analysis, as well as the bigger goals and objectives of the organization that the data is meant to support. By putting the data in its proper place, stakeholders can better understand how it fits into the bigger picture and how it can be used to make decisions. Visual representation. Visual aids like infographics, charts, and graphs can make HR analytical data easier to understand and more powerful. It's easier for people to see trends, patterns, and connections in data when it's shown visually instead of just in text or numbers. HR professionals need to pick the right visualizations to get across the most important ideas and messages from the data analysis. Highlighting key findings. When you talk about HR analytical data, you should focus on showing stakeholders the most important and useful results. Find the most important trends, outliers, correlations, and implications based on the audience's interests and priorities. Summarize why these results are important and what they mean for HR strategy, policy, and practice. Providing recommendations. Along with showing the results of HR analytics, it's important to suggest what should be done based on what the data has taught us. Provide useful advice and options for dealing with known issues, making the most of chances, and improving HR processes and methods. It's easier for stakeholders to turn the insights from HR analytics into real decisions and projects when they are given suggestion on what they can do. Iterative communication. To communicate HR analytical data effectively, you need to keep it up to date and get feedback on a regular basis. Talk to and work with stakeholders to make sure that the data you share is still useful, up to date, and adaptable to their changing needs and priorities.